Merry Christmas, y'all. Today we're going to be listening to White Christmas, one of the most iconic Christmas songs of all time, made famous by one of the most iconic singers of all time, Bing Crosby. Now, I personally think that Bing Crosby is one of the greatest voices of all time. And the Bing Crosby version of this song, White Christmas, is cited as the best-selling single of all time, with over 50 million copies sold worldwide. When I listen to this, I think of Christmas. There isn't a Christmas in my life where this song hasn't been on repeat. And in fact, the same goes for my siblings who are older than me and my parents. The song came out in the 1950s. So there are many generations of people who love and enjoy this song. You think of home, nostalgia, snow, Christmas time, family time. It's the perfect storm. So we're going to listen to this song and break down and figure out why it's so good. If you want your recommendations bumped up to the top of the list, check out Buy Me a Coffee. And if you want all of that, plus bonus content, extra footage, all of that behind the scenes stuff from me, then check out Patreon, both of which are linked in the video description. Here we go. What I've decided to listen to today is this version from the 1950 movie White Christmas. So this is going to be good.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just
like the ones I used to know,
where the treetops glisten
where the treetops glisten
and children listen
and children listen
to hear
sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be
Beautiful. So this turned into kind of a duet version of this. And I think what I'll do, once we take a look at this, then I'll go to the studio recording, the one that really sold all of the albums, and we'll take a look at a few things there, because it'll be more of a solo version on Bing's behalf. So this is nostalgia. It reeks of nostalgia. I think everybody in the world has heard this song at least once. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, you've heard this version. It's had its place in popular culture and all those great Christmas movies, especially the ones in the 80s and the 90s where they were just killing it with Christmas content. This song would pop up a lot. And Bing Crosby has such an iconic voice. in this entire album, really, I think of Christmas Vacation, that movie, Melakalikimaka is a thing to say, is that pops up in that movie. So this album is really, really crazy. The I don't know what it's called. It's like Bing Crosby Christmas. It's the picture of him with his face, and he's got the Chris Santa hat on. But it's an iconic voice, and it's a really iconic baritone voice. He's got great range. He's got clear tone. And, I don't know if it's... So I don't know much about this, but maybe I should look into it. There's something to be said about the recording constraints of the time, of the 1940s and 50s and 60s, and that certain voices would be picked up better on microphones. So I think clear, clean baritone voices are going to be recorded well. And his albums, even though they're pretty old, like they're many years old, the audio quality is still really good.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know.
So even though da-dee-da-dum, ba-dee-da-dum, he's not high in his range, but he's kind of higher up. Even those notes still have that really luscious, clear, clean, beautiful baritone quality, which who doesn't love that, right? Interesting. So he's going to sing White Christmas, which is kind of an older way of pronouncing that word. We wouldn't say that in 2025 or 2026, White Christmas, but back in the day, that's how they would pronounce it. And it's interesting too that he sings Christmas. He pronounces the T in Christmas, but then later on in the song, he kind of switches back to Christmas. So maybe this is a period of time where some people pronounced it Christmas, put the Christ in Christmas, as they say, right? But clean, clear, beautiful sound.
Where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow.
Yes. Snow, snow. He's going to really lengthen that vowel. He's going to give us a beautiful vibrato. He would have been in a good voice for opera, perhaps, or classical music, and I'm sure he's done a little bit of that in his day at some point. But long vowels with a really nice, clean vibrato. It's quite beautiful. One thing he does though too that's gives us some variety is he's going to sing on the voiced consonants. While the treetops glisten and children listen. So he's going to sing through those consonants in which we can sing on, which would be an N consonant, a great voiced consonant. I always say to singers, if we can sing on the voiced consonants, that just gives us a lot more territory in which to sing. If we only sing on the vowels, the consonants get kind of boring. And it's not as much opportunity to sing as if we do the voiced consonant. So listen to the way he does that.
And children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow.
So it's just one of those tiny little details that makes this performance so iconic. Is he's able to sing all the time. It's really full voiced. Full voiced in terms of, I'd say he's always resonant, he's always on his voice, but he's still able to provide a lighter texture and a lighter sound. I think if this were forte, right, or even a mezzo forte, wouldn't have the same effect. White Christmas is meant to be like a warm hug. It's supposed to comfort you. And I think it's certainly done that over the years for thousands, for millions of people who have enjoyed this song.
Of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases
It's stunning. It's a really, really, really beautiful voice. And you think this is 1950, right? So think back to what technology would have been at that time. This is a black and white movie. And raise your hand if when you were a kid, you thought that there was just no color back then. Color was invented when color televisions came on. No, but black and white, right? So technology is very limited, and the same goes with recording equipment too. So, there's not a lot of opportunity in 1950 to pitch correct or to add compression and EQ and all of these fancy things that we can add to our recordings now. None of that back then. So these singers had to be spot on. They had to sing in tune. They had to sing with resonance. They had to do all of the things that we want singers to do without the help of any technology whatsoever. So these guys were just good, plain old good singers. And I love to see that even in 2025 when someone like Morissette, for example, can get on here and she can sing with raw vocals and it just blows your mind.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas,
Just like the ones I used to know.
where the treetops glisten
Where the treetops glisten
and children listen
and children listen
to
to
hear
hear sleigh bells in the snow.
So showing a bit of his higher range, to hear, ooh, higher in his range. Okay, that's pretty impressive. I don't know if them singing, if this is part of the movie. I've seen the movie, but a long time ago, and like I was a kid, and I don't really remember. But it's really well done. It's very croony, right? So he's going to slide into that first note, and he's pretty free with his slides, and that's part of the iconic sound that we expect from Bing Crosby.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Beautiful. So iconic, so polished. I love that. And he even does some whistling in there, which is a lost art. Like I feel like back in the day, everybody could whistle and whistling was a real skill. People don't really do it anymore. This is one of the greatest selling albums of all time. And then White Christmas as a single is one of the highest selling, if not the highest selling single of all time, which is pretty incredible, if you ask me. This is an incredible album too. We could go through the whole thing and there's a lot we could talk about and enjoy, but let's listen to a bit of this, and it's going to be similar to what we just heard, but slightly different because it's not a duet version. This seems to be an animated version, so we'll enjoy the animations and we'll listen to this original version.
of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write.
So it's so sad. This animation's sad. He's away at war, and it's playing on that nostalgia, wanting to be home, wanting to be, it's perfectly snowing, and it's quite beautiful. And this seems to be Vietnam related war or something like that in the animation. But when this song came out, we're talking about World War II. So there's a lot of nostalgia in Christmas, and there's a lot of homesickness that goes on. And I think there's a lot of people that kind of struggle with Christmas sometimes. It's a difficult time, right? Like, if you grow up fortunate enough to have a really good Christmas with your family, and then if you're separated with your family or somebody dies in your family, it can be a lot. It can be different. And I know I certainly struggle with that. And it's a wonderful time of year, sure, but there's also some challenges in there as well. So I hope whatever your situation is, I sincerely hope that you're feeling love, because there's certainly love from me to you, and I hope you can find some peace and some rest at this time of year. So, I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. It's very fluid, right? And it's not super precise in the, we don't have to be super clean with the notes and rhythms. We can kind of slide in and out. And, guys like Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra and Michael Bublé, these singers who sing this kind of jazzier style, there's no rules really. You can kind of float in and out as you please. But Bing Crosby doesn't need to do a whole lot with this. He's got such a beautiful voice, and we heard it in his speaking voice in the previous video too. There's a bit of speaking that he did. It's so resonant and so luscious and so free and easy that he can just be very nonchalant in his singing. It's not a high piece for a baritone whatsoever. You can just sort of enjoy the depth in the sound, and I think that's kind of plays into the nostalgia too, because it's like a warm hug, and who doesn't love that?
Christmases be white.
Thanks, Bing. Wow. So we really heard the slide at the end. Be white. It's almost like a whole tone scoop. Yeah. So animation wise, she then joins the army and she can come home for Christmas, and her dad is there, and unfortunately her mom isn't there. So, this can be interpreted many ways, but I think we all can experience the same. We all experience a similar thing, right? No two Christmases are ever the same. You think back to your Christmas as a child, how that was when your parents were there, or maybe one parent, or maybe no parents. Everybody's in kind of a different situation. And this song is going to play to that nostalgia and white Christmases. And I even feel like when I was a kid, it was always really snowy at Christmas because I grew up on the East Coast of Canada. And the last couple of years, it's been kind of a green Christmas, which isn't as fun. So when it's snowy on Christmas, it's great. I love snow until about January 1st. Once it's January 1st, I'm kind of like, I don't want any snow anymore. I'd like it to be warm. But on Christmas Day, it's nice to have it snowy. It's pretty nice. So that's going to end this 2-part White Christmas feature. Bing Crosby, one of the great voices of all time, just absolutely iconic, singing the most famous solo ever. White Christmas is probably the most famous song ever, and it's a good one. For good reason, it has hit the #1 charts for so long. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and check out Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. And don't forget to check out some of the videos that are popping up on your screen in just a moment. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.